Why does the Middle East always seem to be in the news? Why is the United States so deeply involved there, again and again? Is it oil? Power? Geography? Or something much bigger? Today, we're breaking down why this region is one of the most important, and contested, places on Earth. What is the Middle East? The Middle East isn't just one country, it's a region that includes places like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Israel, Iraq, and United Arab Emirates. It sits at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, a position that has made it a center of trade, culture, and conflict for thousands of years. In fact, some of the world's earliest civilizations, like those in Mesopotamia, started here. Oil, the game changer. One word, oil. The Middle East holds about half of the world's proven oil reserves. Countries like Saudi Arabia are among the largest producers on Earth. Oil powers cars, planes, industries, basically modern life. Interesting fact. At one point, the Middle East was producing so much oil that it could influence global prices overnight. This became very clear during the 1973 oil crisis, when oil exports were restricted, causing massive economic problems worldwide. This became very clear during the 1973 oil crisis, when oil exports were restricted, causing massive economic problems worldwide. Geography equals power. The Middle East isn't just rich, it's strategically located. It controls key trade routes like the Suez Canal and the Strait of Hormuz. Here's a crazy fact. Around 20% of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz every single day. Whoever influences this region can impact global trade and energy. Why the USA is so involved. So why is the United States always there? There are a few key reasons. 1. Energy security. The US has long wanted stable access to oil, even if it produces its own today. 2. Allies and politics. The US supports key allies like Israel and works closely with countries like Saudi Arabia. 3. Military strategy. The region is crucial for military positioning, close to Europe, Asia, and Africa. 4. Conflicts and stability. Wars like the Iraq War and events like the September 11 attacks pulled the US deeper into the region. Conflicts and complexity. The Middle East is incredibly complex. There are religious, political, and ethnic tensions, like the long-standing conflict involving Israel and Palestine. And it's not just local, global powers often get involved, making conflicts even more complicated. So, why is the Middle East so important? Because it sits at the center of energy, geography, history, and global politics. And why is the US always there? Because what happens in the Middle East doesn't stay there, it affects the entire world. And it's not just local, global powers often get involved, making conflicts even more complicated.